most older dogs, if you've rescued a dog, they probably do already know what sit is, but do they know a good sit stay? And so that's what we'll be going over today, how to teach your dog what sit means as well as teach them to stay. Now I'm going to get Knox up and ready to go, and I'll see you in a second. So to teach your dog the sit command, what we're going to do is we're going to use their nose to guide their body. See, I want you to see that, how interested Knox is and how he follows the treat wherever it goes with his nose, right? Really let them smell it, let them taste it occasionally, but don't give it to them. Just really kind of tease them, but in a good way, and really get them to try to focus on that treat. If they taste it, they're going to want it even more. Now, to teach your dog to sit, what we're going to do is we're going to use their nose as kind of a tipping point, right? Wherever their nose goes, you can usually guide the rest of the body with it, and I'll show you what I mean. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring out your treat, you're going to show your dog that you've got that treat right there, you're going to get their nose interested, and what you're going to do is you're going to tilt back. You notice how I tilt back? Sometimes your dog may jump, just keep going with it. You see how when I tilt back, his butt automatically goes to the ground like that? So you're just going to want to keep pushing back until that butt is on the ground. As soon as the butt hits the ground, you're going to tell them sit, sit. Good boy, good. Now it's a little bit delayed, but again, talking through and having to show you is going to be a little bit different than what you're doing at home. So as soon as they've got their butt on the ground, tell them sit, give them that treat. Now timing is going to be key. They need to know that as soon as their butt went on the ground, that was the good thing, that means sit, and that they should do it again in order to get another treat. So we're going to try to reset Knox, and we're going to show you again. So we're going to we're going to show his nose right here. We're going to show him. You see how he's kind of going forward as I'm going forward? Now instead, we're going to tilt back. Keep that nose interested. Keep that, even if he jumps, just push your hand kind of down, because they're not going to go farther than where the treat is, right? So even if they jump up like that, good. We're just going to guide it back and wait for all 4 paws to be on the floor. Yes, good sit. Good boy, good. And I like to say, use your stupid happy voice. You don't want to use a high-pitched sit, sit, sit voice to talk to your dog. Use your normal speaking voice. That's perfectly fine. Some women, if you've got a really high-pitched voice, maybe consider bringing it down a couple octaves. I have found that it does help considerably when talking to certain dogs. But however, don't talk in that high-pitched, happy voice. It's not going to get your dog's attention, and they know that you're not really seriously talking to them. But when they do something well, that's when you can bring up the crazy high voice and really tell them, yes, good job, yay! Because that gets them excited and going, and that will give them the drive to want to do it again. So we're going to try one more time. We're going to have you watch again. Show him the treat. He's got that treat again. He's going for it. We're going to guide him back. You see, and without the word, Knox is just like, what on earth do you want from me? But as soon as I were to say the word, his butt would go right down. And I'm trying to show you guys exactly what we want here, right? So sometimes, see, he's getting persistent. He's like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to jump? What do you want? So we're going to guide him back. Come here. Let's get you better in the camera. Come here. Heel. Knox. Heel. Come here. It's right here. So we're going to guide him back. Good. Yes, good sit. Good boy. Good. You see how he had so much drive to just try to get that treat? He was trying everything. He didn't know what I wanted. Just because I'm trying not to tell him the word so he doesn't immediately do it. But once he figured it out, he sat right down. He waited for that treat. Now, you've gotten your dog into a sit. That's fantastic. You're going to want to practice that for a couple of days until they've got it down consistently. Until you only have to ask them maybe once or twice to sit before giving them that treat. It should only take you maybe 2 training sessions of guiding their nose for them to understand what you want. After that, they know what the word means and they know exactly what you want. Dogs are extremely smart. Give them the benefit of the doubt before you doubt that they don't understand what you're talking about. Now, to teach your dog this whole staying part, that's what's going to be difficult. That's always a difficult thing, right? Anyone can teach their dog to sit, but to have them sit and stay amongst distractions is going to be significantly harder. So what we're going to do is I'm going to reset Knox, and I'm going to show you again what to do to teach them that staying part. So now we're going to show you that sit-stay part right here. So we've got Knox all interested. We're going to ask him sit. And instead of immediately giving him that treat, we're going to wait just a couple of seconds to let him know that, hey, when I tell you sit, I want you to sit and wait for me to tell you that you did a good job, and to wait for me to tell you to do something else. Now, at Premier Dog Training, we don't use the word stay. We don't need to teach a dog 2 words when one word can mean both. So instead of saying sit and then saying, stay, 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 we're just going to tell him sit and let him know that sitting and waiting for the next command is the acceptable behavior, rather than teaching them to and having to say constantly for them to stay. So, I've just told him sit, he's going to stay there. Yes, good sit, good boy. And we're going to give him that treat after he sat there for quite a while. Now, your dog will probably move after just a couple of seconds, or they might get frustrated. They might lay down, they might bark at you. There's lots of different things that might happen. If that happens, reset your dog and try to beat them to it, if that makes sense. Try to beat them to being frustrated. You're going to want to do a little bit of preventative training where you give them the treat before they exhibit a bad behavior. And so if you notice your dog is about to lay down or bark or something, give them that treat, tell them yes, good sit, to let them know that that was good. That concludes the first video of dog training tips and tricks with Premier Dog Training. We hope we've been able to help you today. If you're still struggling with your dog, please give us a call. We'd love to set up a free evaluation with you and help you out as best we can. Until then, we'll see you in the next one. Knox, can you say bye? Good boy. Good job.